So this is
This
will go there.
Oh.
I have to submit this. Vanya, you made such a big mess.
I did. I'm so sorry, Myrna.
The crayons and my papers are all jumbled. What am I going to do now?
I'm really sorry. I tripped and I didn't see you.
Hey, what's
Amy.
wrong?
We just made a little bit of a mess. I tripped over. I was carrying this heavy thing and then I bumped into Myrna and the crayons went everywhere and her papers are jumbled up.
Oh, no.
Such a big mess.
It is a big mess. I think I'd better clean it up. It was my fault.
You should. I think so too.
Well, hold on. Myrna, remember what we learnt about Christ and his grace?
True. Don't worry, Rania, then in that case. I'll pick up the papers, my mess, and I'll pick up your mess too.
Thanks, Myrna.
Linear Tones.
أوين واسميان إثقاتاش ما اختيتي ملكوثاخ إهوي صوياناخ إكناد واسميا أبرها هولا لخما سنقان يومانا وسوق لن خوبين إكناد بخنا شواق خياوي لا تعلى النسيان إلا بصل من بيشا مطل دينا خيم الكوثاخ خينا ودسبخت العالم آل منامي.
Hi, welcome to Asika TV. We're here with Season 2, Episode 6. Today, we're going to learn that God shows grace. Grace is when God gives us good things that we don't deserve. He showed the Israelites grace by making their water taste good. When I want to make something taste better, I use toppings or seasonings. What toppings do you like, girls?
Well, I have to say Nutella is my favourite.
Yum.
My favourite is cheese.
Oh, that's nice. I like sprinkles on my ice cream. Condiments, the things we add to make our food taste good, can remind us of grace because they're good. God shows grace whenever He gives us good things that we don't deserve. Let's see how God showed grace to the Israelites in the Bible. The Bible is special because it's full of true stories about what God has done, and God can speak to us as we read the Bible and experience His grace. We can hear from God anytime we pray to Him and read His Bible.
Have you seen Amy anywhere?
No, she's supposed to be here.
Maybe she's running late.
Maybe. Hope she's
The
okay.
worst day.
See.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Amy. What's wrong?
I've had the worst day. My alarm clock went off 2 minutes early. I must have said it wrong. Then when I went to pour my breakfast cereal, there was only 2 pieces left. Then when I was driving here, I got stuck at every red light. It took so long and everything is just going wrong today.
So annoying.
Well, I thought maybe you could draw me a picture to cheer me up.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Thanks,
draw
girls.
something.
Okay.
Here you go.
What are you going to draw, Myrna?
Well, you're going to wait and see.
Oh, okay. Amy, I might draw you some flowers.
Okay.
I hope you like this, Amy.
Me too. Everything else is going wrong. This better not go wrong.
No, it won't.
We'll try our best.
You're going to really enjoy this one, Amy.
Are you nearly finished?
Yeah.
Almost.
Little cherry on top.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
And I'm done.
Nothing is delicious.
There you go. I drew an ice cream with a smiley face and a cherry on top.
Yum!
That's for you. I hope that makes you smile.
I'm done too. Some nice flowers.
Flowers, ice creams. I want you to draw me a hippopotamus. And I wanted you to draw on this side of the paper. Oh my goodness. I like these pictures, but they'll probably get lost and then I can't find them, or it's just not what I wanted.
Sorry, Amy, we tried.
Well, girls, lucky for you, I was just doing a little test.
Whew, hope we pass.
I do love your pictures. Aren't they great? Very delicious and very happy and pretty. What were you thinking when you heard me whine and complain about your pictures?
That made me sad.
Me too. I thought maybe Amy's having a really bad day. That's why she doesn't like our pictures.
And if I had asked you to draw another picture for me, would you want to?
No.
Why is that?
Because I put so much effort in this.
Yeah,
And you didn't like
you
it?
didn't like it.
The good news is I made it all up, everything I complained about. My day's not really going so bad. And I love the pictures you made, like I said. When all people do is whine and complain, even when you just did something nice for them, it's hard to keep treating them kindly. In the Bible, God had just freed his people, the Israelites, from being slaves in Egypt. They saw his power as he sent a lot of plagues on the Egyptians. Then he made a dry path through an entire sea to help the Israelites get across when the Egyptians were chasing them. Those were awesome, huge, amazing miracles. If you just experienced all those things, what would you want to say to God?
I wouldn't know what to say. Thank you, God, a
Yeah.
million times.
Definitely, thank you. And wow, just wow, that's amazing.
Definitely. At first, the Israelites thanked God and they sang to him. But pretty soon, they started complaining. Even though they didn't have to be slaves anymore, they found more and more and more things to complain about, just like I did earlier. But God shows grace, and he helped them over and over. Grace is when we get something good that we don't deserve. Let's experience what they did and see how God showed his grace. So girls, I thought to make it up to you for all my complaining and whining, I got you some snacks.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'll just get some for you. Here you go, some delicious chips.
yum.
Okay,
Just, are you happy to share?
sure. Let's
Okay,
share. I'll
awesome.
have this one.
Yeah, have some.
This is a bit spicy.
Really? Well, how does your mouth feel right now?
It's really hot.
My mouth is really dry. I'm very thirsty.
I bet you'd love to have
flavour
some
are
water to
those?
drink, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me get
Definitely. Wow.
I didn't expect that.
you some. Here's a cup for you,
Thank God.
cup for you.
Quicker, Amy. It's really hot.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'll try and be as quick as I can.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
What's this?
What's wrong?
That water was not nice.
Is this water?
Yeah, are you sure?
Well, it's sparkling water.
This reminds me of something that happened to the Israelites. Let's have a look in Exodus chapter 15, verses 22 to 24. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea. Then they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. Now when they came to Marah, they could not drink the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people complained against Moses, saying, "What shall we drink?"
Knowing that God could send mighty plagues and part a sea so people could walk through it, what could he do about getting the Israelites water? You'd think after seeing all of God's power that they trusted him to provide water. But in that moment, just when they wanted to have a drink, all they could do was complain about the bitter water. We do the same thing sometimes.
That's true. I don't like it when my mum always asks me to do the dishes.
And I don't like when my siblings want me to share with them.
And I hate it when my sister finishes the shampoo first. That's a lot of whining. But God shows grace. And he showed the Israelites grace by fixing the water even when they complained. Let's see how he did it. Myrna, could you read from Exodus chapter 15, verse 25?
Sure. So he cried out to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree. When he cast it into the waters were made sweet. There he made a statute and an ordinance for them, and there he tested them.
That sounds nice. That reminds me. Girls, would you close your eyes for one moment? I've got a surprise. Okay, no peeking.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonder what it's going to be. Hopefully none of that weed tasting water.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
I'm nearly done.
Okay.
Okay, now, with your eyes still closed, okay, try and take a sip from the cup that's in front of you. There's a straw too.
Is it that weird water again, Amy?
You'll have to find out.
Okay.
Mmm.
Yum. What is this?
Delicious.
Yummy, right? You can open your eyes.
Ah!
It's cordial.
Wow. I can't even taste that yucky water anymore.
Me too.
It's nice and sweet.
That's right.
Well, why do you think God showed grace even when his people complained? Instead of complaining earlier, I could have celebrated all the good ways and good things that God has shown me in his love. I could have thanked God for an alarm that woke me up so I could be here, that I got to have some pancakes instead of cereal, and that God gave me clean water for a shower and plenty of clothes to wear. Tell about something you complain about a lot. How can you flip that to celebrate God's grace, providing something you don't deserve instead? For example, think about the things I complained about at the beginning and how I just flipped them around.
That's true. Well, I can be thankful that God gave me brothers and sisters that I can share with.
That's a good point, Myrna.
I can thank God that he gives me the opportunity to help my mum to wash the dishes.
That's a great one. The good news is God shows grace. Even when the Israelites had a bad attitude, God helped them. And when God's grace is added to our lives, it makes everything sweet. Just like when I added the cordial to the water. We just need to drink it up and enjoy the sweetness of God's grace. Then we can pass it on and show God's grace to others. God shows grace, so we can show grace. Welcome to our object lesson. In our Bible story, the Israelites were thirsty. So God showed grace and turned gross, bitter water into clean water for them to drink. Let's make our own water filters that turn dirty water into clean water. Girls, can you describe to me what you see here in this cup?
Oh, I see brown water.
It looks very dirty.
Would you want to drink that?
No, thank you.
Okay, well, now let's start to make a filter to help us make the water clean again.
Cool. All right, so I'll cut here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And we've got a coffee filter that we're going to add some things to help with the filtering. So we've got some cotton balls. Put them in. That's cool. Yeah. So that will sit up here. Okay. And then we'll put some sand as well. That will help to filter out the dirt.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, is it nearly ready?
Yep, we're done.
Okay, well now that our filter is ready, let's pour through the water and see if it comes out clear.
Okay, nice and slowly.
I can see some drops.
Keep going.
Oh,
Here we go. It's coming through.
Oh, that's looking much better.
doesn't look black anymore.
No, look at that.
What surprised you about this experiment?
Look at the difference.
Wow.
I'll definitely drink this water.
Our water filters helped make the water clear again, or at least clearer than it was. We might not have expected clear water to come through the filter, but it did. In our Bible story, the people of Israel may have been surprised that God made bitter water good to drink, and He didn't need a water filter. God shows grace when He clears away sin in our lives and gives us a refreshing new start. What makes it easy or hard to believe God filters away your sin? God shows grace. He sent Jesus to be like the filter, catching all the things we do wrong so we can have a clean start. I have some challenges for you girls.
Ooh.
If you can do them all successfully, you'll get a piece of candy. Yes, a lolly. You ready? Okay, Rania, can you please try and lick your elbow?
Easy peasy.
Okay. And Myrna, while she's doing that, you need to try and touch the ceiling with your feet still on the floor. Peanut. Okay, how you going there?
This is not so easy.
Really?
Can I try Myrna's challenge?
Maybe you should swap.
Okay. Wait, what was her challenge again?
You have to touch the ceiling while your feet are still on the floor.
Okay.
And Myrna, you have to lick your elbow. You look like you're struggling, girls. Okay. Too bad no one completed the challenges. But I'm going to give you all a lolly anyway. Here you go. Choose which flavor you like.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.
What did you think of these challenges?
Well, at first I thought they were going to be easy, but it was really challenging and I couldn't do them.
Nor could I.
Yeah, they looked hard. Was there a point when you wanted to stop trying?
Almost straight away.
Well, do you think that you earned the lollies? Why or why not?
I don't think so because we didn't do the challenge that you asked us to do.
Yeah.
We didn't complete it.
You're right. Most of these challenges were impossible. There was no way for you to earn the lollies or anything else yummy, but I decided to give it to you anyway. That's what grace is. God knows it's impossible for us to earn our way into heaven. He knows we can't ever be good enough because we'd have to be perfect. So He showed grace by sending Jesus to make a way for us to get to heaven without being perfect. So why does that matter? What difference does grace make? Let's dig into that. Let's see what the Bible says and try to come up with a definition for grace. I'm going to read from the second book of Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 9. And he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly, I will rather boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me." Girls, do you think you can come up with a definition for grace from this Bible verse?
Well, it sounds to me that God is telling us that we don't have to be perfect.
Yes.
I'll find some more in here as well.
Okay?
That's great. The next one is from the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verses 8 to 9. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast. What do you think that sounds like?
Sounds like that grace is a gift from God.
Yes, it does.
Wow, I really like grace. And I have one last one.
It's from the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. What do you think, girls?
What do you think, Mona?
Sounds like we should ask for grace with confidence in prayer.
It does.
Definitely.
Do you want to write that for me?
Wow, they're great definitions, girls. Good job. What do our definitions and the Bible verses show you about God's grace and why it matters? Imagine life without God's grace. What would it be like? We might think we don't need that much grace because we're pretty good people. But our sin, no matter how big or small we think it is, keeps us from God's perfect holiness. God's grace forgives everything and gives us a chance to live in heaven forever. God shows grace to us in a big way. Think back on our definitions of grace. How can you show grace to someone this week? When we realize how big God's grace is, it makes it easier to show grace to people in our lives too. God shows grace, so we show grace.
Welcome to our craft. Today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be making a nice, warm, hot chocolate that we can enjoy on a winter's night.
Yum.
Okay, so we're going to need a couple supplies. We're going to need some cocoa powder. We're going to need some marshmallows. We're going to need some powdered milk, or if you have some normal fresh milk, that's fine. We're going to need some icing sugar or any sugar, and we're going to need some hot water. Please make sure you have an adult with you because it's going to be very hot. Okay, and we're also going to need a tablespoon, a teaspoon, and an extra spoon so we can mix our yummy hot chocolate. Okay, here we go. I hope you girls enjoy this.
I love hot chocolate.
Awesome.
Are you making these for us, Myrna?
Yes, I am. Surprise.
Thank you.
Okay, so first we're going to start with a teaspoon of hot chocolate. Okay. Cocoa powder. Okay. And then we're going to need some of our milk. Okay. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of our powdered milk or your fresh milk. Okay. And then second last, we're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of sugar.
Sounds very sweet.
All right, cool. Now, carefully, we're going to add the hot water. I'll do that. I want you girls to relax because I'm going to be making this for you.
We're getting spoiled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at that steam. Smells yummy.
It really does. I
Looks
can't wait
nice
to try it.
Looks nice and chocolatey.
Yep. Okay. Now we're going to give it a good mix. Okay. Make sure that cocoa is coming to the top and mixing well. Okay. Mix, mix, mix. Yep. Make sure everything's mixed well.
You're not going to forget these, are you?
No way. We can't forget the marshmallows.
It's my favorite part.
All right. Here it goes. And just grab a small little handful of marshmallows and drop them inside. Look at them floating.
Yum.
You can use big marshmallows if you have them. Okay, a couple more. There we go.
Delicious.
And now, enjoy.
Oh, thanks, Myrna.
No
Thank
worries.
you. Yum.
Just right.
When do you like to drink hot chocolate?
My favorite time is at night when it's really cold and I'll make a nice hot chocolate and it warms me right up.
That sounds nice.
Who else do you know who likes hot chocolate? God shows grace. In the Israelites' case, He showed grace by making their water taste good. Adding hot chocolate mix is a way to make hot water taste really good. This week, why don't you try making hot chocolate for someone else? That way you can show God's grace. They might be feeling sad or complaining a lot or going through a hard time. Maybe it's even someone who's mean to you. Reflect God's grace by making them some hot chocolate. We've come to the end of our lesson, and here are 3 things we've learned.
I learned that to receive God's grace, you don't have to be perfect. God works through our weaknesses, and His grace is a gift to us.
And I learned that God gives us His grace so then we can show grace to others. Just like the way Myrna did when I dropped the crayons and then she made us hot chocolate.
And I learned that sometimes when I feel like complaining, I can always flip things around and remember all the good things God has done and all the grace that He has shown. Thanks for tuning in. We loved having you here, and we hope we see you again next week. Bye! Still good.
Oh, that's true. Okay, you know what, Rania? Leave it. I'll clean up your mess and my mess too. I don't know.
Now what with?
Sweet.